Yes, the cost of conversion campaigns on Facebook ads has gone up relatively significantly in the past couple of months. No, it's not just you. I have heard from a lot of people recently about all of their costs going up running conversion ads for Spotify. And I will put myself in that category as well. My costs have gone up too. And finally, yes, there is a reason why this is happening, and we're going to get into it. Now, if you're new here, my name's Tom, and on this channel, we talk about music marketing, branding, business, crypto, and a host of other things that are going to help us move from making music as a hobby to making music as a business. And today we're going to talk about why our costs have been steadily rising over the last month or two with respect to conversion ads, specifically on Facebook. You may know that recently Facebook rolled out this update to their platform where they are now making it mandatory to have detailed targeting expansion on for your conversion ads. Now, this isn't the case for every ad you run, but it is the case for conversions. And they're also including lookalike expansion as a mandatory add-on as well. And because of that, costs have gone up. So let's hop into Facebook ads and we'll walk through what has happened with my ads specifically over the last few months. Then we'll talk about why these changes are having the impact that they are having. And then lastly, we'll get into what we might be able to do to fix it to improve our ad experience. So here in Facebook ads, we have my Spotify growth campaign. And this campaign has been running all year long since January 1 of 2021. So a solid 11 months. And it's been doing well pretty much all year. And it's still doing well, but recently it's started to do not quite as well. So today I'm at 24 cents per view content. If you've been following my channel for any period of time, you know that this is relatively high for me. But just to prove it, let's go into the charts and we'll look at just the last 3 months to see how this has played out. So let's adjust the date range here at the top. We'll go all the way back to the beginning of September and we will go through the end of November. Okay, so this is how things have played out for me over the last 3 months. The top line, the purple line, is the results of website views content, which is what we're optimizing for. And then the bottom line is the cost per result. And as you can see, the results have been going steadily down since kind of the beginning of November. And the cost per result has been steadily going up since kind of the beginning of November. So if we go all the way back to the beginning of October, I have 11 cents per result, 10 cents, just kind of scrolling along, 12 cents. You get the picture. I'm hovering around 10 to 12 cents per conversion. But starting towards the end of October, the beginning of November, it starts to go up. So here we're at 17 cents. Now we're at 19 cents. And then all the way towards the end here, now we're at 23. This day we're at 31. The best we've had recently is 19 cents. And then now yesterday, 24 cents again. And if we look at our results, I'm averaging anywhere between 50 and 100 results per day, all the way through September, October. And then when we get to November, we drop down to kind of capping out around 50 results per day. So we've got 60 here. The best day here is 64. But then now we're at 47. And then yesterday we have it at 20. What has happened is my costs per conversion have effectively doubled. So my results have cut in half, just simple math. But nothing major has changed in terms of the kinds of ads I'm running, what the creative looks like, which song I'm using. The only thing that has changed is that now I have to use detailed targeting expansion for these conversion ads, and I have to use lookalike expansion for these ads as well. And that has driven this cost up. If we go back out to the campaign level here, we'll click create a new ad. And just to show you what I'm talking about, we'll just make a traffic ad here. We'll click continue and we'll skip ahead to the ad set level here so you can see what I'm talking about. So here we've got detailed targeting expansion on or off as a checkbox. Reach people beyond your detailed targeting selections when it's likely to improve performance. And it's the same kind of checkbox for lookalike expansion too. But if we go back to our campaign level and we change our objective from traffic to say engagement, and then we optimize for conversions. So we'll skip ahead to the next level here. We'll go to the ad set level, and instead of video views, we'll select website, and then we'll select a conversion event. So we'll do view content here. So now we're optimizing for conversions. And if we come all the way down here, you can see that this little option for detailed targeting expansion is no longer here. So we have your inputs are used to guide ad delivery. To help improve performance, we may deliver ads beyond your detailed targeting inclusions, but we won't deliver ads to people outside your age, gender, location, and language selections. But the question is, why is this having such a negative effect on costs and conversions, specifically for conversion ads when driving traffic to Spotify? The general crux of it is this. When we target here in Facebook, we usually do something like this. So we'll target Spotify, and then we'll narrow for some similar artists to kind of define things a little bit further. So we'll just do like pop music, because why not? Here, what we're doing is we're making sure that everybody we're targeting likes Spotify, has an interest in Spotify, has engaged in something Spotify related on Instagram and Facebook, but they also like pop music. With detailed targeting expansion, Facebook is telling this ad set specifically, to look at Spotify, narrow that for pop music, but then look outside of that for people as well. And the problem with this, for what we do, is that we want people who like Spotify to see our ads and nobody else. If we show our ads to people who don't like Spotify, don't engage with Spotify, don't use Spotify, that ad spend is effectively useless for us. So what is happening is now people who don't like Spotify are seeing our ads, and they're either not engaging with them, or they're clicking on the ad, they're getting to the landing page, and they're realizing the only option I have is to go to Spotify. I don't use Spotify. I don't have Spotify. I don't like Spotify. Pick it, and they bail out. So we're getting fewer conversions per clicks than we were getting before, which means the cost per conversion goes up and the conversion rate goes down. So this is why our results are getting affected so negatively by this change. Facebook has essentially removed our ability to narrowly define the people we want to see our ad. There is a certain level of freedom that you want to give the ad platform. You want to look at Spotify, and then you want to tell it to look at a bunch of different things, not just pop music, maybe electronic music, maybe rock music, maybe specific artists. You want Facebook to look kind of all over the place, but the linchpin is you want people to like Spotify, because that's where we're sending people. Now that we can't do that, it's a little bit more ambiguous, and we're not going to get the same results that we have been getting. So that leads me to the final part. What can we do about this? Well, the short answer, not a whole lot, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We can try different strategies. We can test traffic ads, but as you and I both know, traffic ads are not nearly as effective as conversion ads. We can narrow our audience even further, but that's effectively useless because Facebook is going to look outside of that detailed targeting anyway. We can narrow our custom audiences that we use to create our lookalike audiences. Instead of including a bunch of videos in your custom audience, you can include just one, so you really define that behavior. But again, if lookalike expansion is on automatically, there's really not a whole lot we can do about it. My advice is simply to continue what we've been doing. Keep testing new ad creative, keep testing new targeting, keep testing all the options we talk about so much on this channel. Continue to try to work your costs down. Kind of the biggest thing is change our expectations a little bit. We're all going to have to change our expectations just a little bit. Unfortunately, we're kind of tied here. Hopefully, they'll get this worked out a little bit better. The algorithm will improve, the AI will improve, or we can cross our fingers that maybe Facebook will see, wow, this really isn't working as well as we thought it would. People are upset, they're not happy, and we want to give them more freedom back. It makes sense that they've done this for, let's say, the average advertiser or the base level advertiser, somebody who doesn't want to do as much work as maybe you and I want to do, doesn't know as much about how to get the most out of the platform as, say, maybe you and I know how to do. And this is beneficial for them. But for those of us who are, let's say, a level or two up with more experience, this actually is not as effective for us as being able to have more control over who we're targeting. So for now, we're kind of stuck with it. You can test traffic ads. You can test different forms of advertising options with conversions. But my advice would be to stick with conversions and keep trying to work things out as best as you can. So that's it for this video. If you have any experience with this, if your costs have gone up too, please let me know in the comments. Trust me, you're in good company. A lot of us have been having this issue. If your costs have not gone up and you haven't seen the effect of this hit you negatively, please let me know in the comments. Let all of us know in the comments. And then lastly, before I let you go, if you don't subscribe to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And at the end here, I got a couple other videos you can check out. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.